Ladies and gentlemen, from the Oval Office, the President of the United States. Good evening. My fellow Americans, there have been some interesting developments since we spoke last. Yesterday in Kuwait City, it was basically a phone call session, no formal meeting. But we can gladly, proudly say that an agreement was met. There will be a ceasefire and no building of settlements for the next few weeks. Now, the United States has been asked by the international community to participate in the summit in Reykjavik. I have spoken to Secretary of State Lloyd Christopher. He says with what's going on the holidays and Congress about to fully recess, that quite frankly, we cannot afford to allocate too much resources. It is time for the international community to finish up this year proudly with a roadmap for Middle East peace. I'm open for 12 questions. Yes. Juan Williams from NPR, Mr. President. My question to you is this. Regarding the Israeli-Palestinian peace, why all of a sudden phone calls and not an official meeting? Quite frankly, it is the only way we can do this right now in order for everyone to have a sit down and not so many arguments. But quite frankly, Mr. President, this is kind of highly irregular. Well, we're near the Christmas holidays. Needless to say, the next meeting is to take place in Houston, Texas at Rice University, in their International Policy Center. At that point, UN Ambassador Madeleine Albright, who is outgoing. By the way, I wish to announce her appointment as Secretary of State for the Senate to confirm post haste. I understand that confirmation hearings took place this morning. We are pleased to have her with us in this, with Secretary Christopher wishing to resign and return to private life. Mr. President, regarding Whitewater, yes, Ben Corbin's from CBNC. My question to you is, regarding Whitewater, is there be a release of any further documents? I decline to comment. This is a matter of something that should be settled with the White House Counsel. We will deal with that after the holidays. But Mr. President, in light of this, Seth Stone's lawyer released a statement about his ex-wife's tell-all book. Once again, I decline to comment. Mr. President, do you still maintain that you had very little, if anything, to do with the investment? I had nothing to do with it whatsoever. Okay, you guys have wasted my time already with 5 different questions. Let's get going. Yes, Mr. President, one of your federal employees is on trial for bribery that affects you in your office during your first term. And Judge Olson, who you nominated, has pledge to close the courtroom. What is your opinion about that? I decline to comment on that matter. You wasted 6 questions. Let's go with something else. Mr. President, the UN wants you to roll back to more of a Bush-era Middle East peace policy. What is your take on that? We will work on that. Madeleine Albright, who I've appointed, she is going to put out a roadmap for a bipartisan foreign policy in which we work with the UN and the international community. Mr. President, David Clark with the Blake Carter Show. Come here. Move it. With the Blake Carter Show. My question to you is this. What is the best course in handling this Cooney trial? Surely you know the Attorney General has set up a special counsel. I decline to comment about that. Next.
Christine Lake from the Society page. Paula Jones has been speaking to her lawyers that she is ready to be there when the Supreme Court hears open arguments in January. Do you have anything to say about that?
I decline to comment.
Mr. President, Jones's lawyers have been trying to offer a settlement, but yet there's a stalemate. Why is that?
Mrs. Jones has declined to have a settlement in this matter.
Mr. President, what are you going to do regarding this? Doesn't this interfere with your presidency?
No comment.
Did you sexually harass Paula Jones?
Let me say this one more time for the last time. I did not sexually harass Paula Jones, and I never asked anybody to lie. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.